So I got the opportunity to spend some time in the office recently. And while in the office, there are moments of downtime where you get a chance to interact with your coworkers. I took full advantage of this time and introduced a few people to Paperclip the RPG. I'm John, and you're watching Dragons and Flagons. If you didn't already know, I'm an employee at Wizards of the Coast. This week, they brought me and a bunch of other people up to the office in Seattle for team building activities and other things. While here, a few coworkers and I found ourselves with a little bit of downtime in between meetings. Rather than doing the normal play some quick magic games or discuss D&D homebrew things that someone thought up, I grabbed a few people and introduced them to Paperclip the RPG. First, let me say the feelings and opinions expressed in this video are my own and not Wizards and or Hasbro's. They have nothing to do with this, and in fact, the only thing they have to do with this is that we played the game in their building. If you haven't downloaded the game, you should. It's free, it's super easy to play, and I'll leave a link in the description, as well as a link to GameMasters, the author's video. To be fair, this wasn't a situation where I ran up to a group of people and said, "Let's play a new game," and cheering and a dance sequence spontaneously happened, and no, none of that happened. In truth, we were just talking about the mundane nature of our trips in, sitting in airports and what have you. I told them how I spent my time in the airport quietly playing Paperclip alone and attempting to hop over chairs and spill people's coffees. Most of the time I failed, but they were intrigued enough, which allowed me to explain a little bit further and ultimately spend about 90 seconds to roll up some characters. Now, it may come as a huge surprise to you, but there are dice everywhere at Wizards. I brought some of my own, but with the plethora of dice that were everywhere, we spent, the 90 seconds to spin the characters up and then another minute or so to explain the goal and the rules, which was to navigate down the cube farm row to a desk at the end to spill the soda onto the laptop to stop the evil fiend. Okay, so now everyone's creative thinking caps were in full effect, and this was my first time playing the game with other people, so I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to go, but spoiler alert, it was wildly successful. The two players worked together to devise a plan to get across the room, originally by launching themselves. Through a few bad rolls, the party split up, but they did meet again at the end. There was a very tense moment in the middle where the person whose desk that they were trying to infiltrate actually returned from a meeting and left promptly again, but we had to roll some agility rolls to make sure that no one saw them. They were successful. I could explain more about the ins and outs of the actual game we played, but that would spoil the plot of the major motion picture that's currently in the works. Why am I telling you all this? Well, really, because I had a fantastic time playing this game. The rules have but recently been updated, which are still free and available to download. The updates clarify a few things. It just make the game that much better. And I really just love promoting fun and entertaining games, and that's really what the point of this channel is. So I hope you like this type of content, and if you do, let me know and I'll continue producing it. It won't always be about Paperclip the RPG, but anything that I find that's fun. Maybe there's a game about coffee cups from hotel rooms. I'll review it. I'll play it. I'll give it a go. Games are games, and I love games. Thanks for watching, and keep playing games.